trying to add Ashley into the conversation, and
Hello?
she's
Oh,
joining me right now. Ashley America, right here on Triple Threat Wrestling
ah,
Radio.
sorry.
Hey, how's it going?
I haven't figured out how to use Ferns yet. I got it now.
Hey there, Ashley.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Yes, I hear you just fine. How are you?
I am doing pretty darn well. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. First and foremost, I want to thank you for being on the show this evening. Truly appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So, let's go ahead and begin. Um, what got you into becoming a wrestler? How did it all start off for you?
Well, I went to college to be an art teacher, and I graduated in 2010, right when the economy crashed. And so I was doing a bunch of stuff I didn't really like. Things just really weren't really going my way, and I got my little heart broken for the first time, and I was just kind of down on myself, didn't really know what I was doing, and I started doing stagehand work, and that got me in good shape, and a bunch of my friends were like, you should do roller derby, I guess just to like help me sort of pick myself back up, and I was like, nah, if I'm doing anything like that, it's going to be wrestling. So that's that's how I started wrestling.
So, I was reading your Facebook fan page. You got a show coming up on August the 29th for Classic Wrestling Association. You will be going up against Waxy Cotton. You're going to be replacing a female wrestler by the name of Davin, who is not going to be able to be there because she's on tour in Japan. How do you feel about getting a chance to going up against Waxy on August 29th?
I'm really excited about it. I didn't know a whole lot about independent wrestling before I started actually doing it, but she was one of the ones that I've been watching since the beginning. So she was on my list of girls that I really wanted to work with. I think she's really entertaining and funny. So I'm excited about it.
It will be taking place, event called Summer Bash. It's on August 29th. Ashley America going up against Waxy Cotton. I've interviewed her in the past, and she's very entertaining, very upbeat. So
Yeah.
that's going to be quite a match for sure. I've also heard you've been trained by some notable people such as QT Marshall, Blue Meanie from WWE, Bill Wiles, and also you got trained by Cheeseburger for Ring of Honor. What was it like being trained by those guys?
Pretty awesome. I've kind of bounced around from a lot of different schools, and it's just really good to work with as many people as you can who have accomplished different things in wrestling, because everyone has a different viewpoint and perspective and advice that they can give you to kind of throw into it. So I feel pretty lucky. I never really imagined that I would have gotten to train with people like that. So pretty cool.
And obviously you had a chance to be at the Ring of Honor dojo. That's been highly praised. If you definitely want to take your career to a whole nother level, and considering what Ring of Honor has contributed and what they have done for the wrestling world and the amazing in-ring action that they have put out there on television and on pay-per-view programming, I mean, wow. Um, they their their product is great. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's very it's like it's like you see one thing and then you see another. It's like it's sometimes it's hard to keep up what's going on with their matches sometimes. But it's very appealing, and it's just the hard work and the dedication that the man and woman put in there for their product, and the fans are very pleased with that for sure. So we already mentioned Summer Bash 2. What are some other upcoming shows that you have coming up you would like to promote?
Some other shows. Shoot, I'm actually driving right now, and I don't have my schedule with me, but I will definitely be making a post on my page with everything that I have coming up in the next couple of months when I get home. I have another show coming up in Toronto sometime in August that I know of off the top of my head. And what else do I have? Honestly, I don't know off the top of my head. I have another show with Excellence Pro Wrestling in August, and the second Pier 1 show also in August.
All right, that's fine. So
Sorry, I wasn't prepared for class.
well, I will say this. You can check out her Facebook fan page and her Twitter accounts. She'll keep you updated on what she's got going on, what she's got coming up for her matches and stuff like that, and the shows, and everything else actually America related. So, what's interesting about wrestling is people's reasons behind their stage names. Um, what made you call yourself Ashley America? Was it an idea through a booker promoter? Was it your idea? Like, how did that came about?
The name came about before I was a wrestler. I used to like to go to open mic night and heckle my friends when they were playing certain ones, and I'd be like, "Boo! That guy hates America!" And so somebody put me in their phone as Ashley America, and I was like, "Oh, that's really funny." And so I changed my name on Facebook, and pretty soon people were actually calling me Ashley America and Miss America and stuff in real life. So it just seemed like a good name to use for my wrestling gimmick, easy to remember and catchy.
It's definitely catchy, and that's an interesting story behind it. What started off as a ha 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 joke, and I mean that's you now. That's your name, obviously. Um, so, Ashley, if you can have a dream match, it could be any female, whether it's indies or pros, dead or alive. What would your opponent be for this dream match?
I would say either Sherry Martel or Sarah Del Rey.
Going old school, I see. Sensational Sherry or Sarah Del
Yeah.
Rey, who is currently, from my understanding, one of the main trainers now. She's moved up in the NXT side of things, and she must be one proud trainer these days, just to see her proteges, and Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte making quite the statement on WWE programming for the last couple of weeks. And I know people have been complaining about the Divas division for many years, and it's good to see that it's looking into the right direction. It looks promising, and Nikki Bella, who's the Divas champion, maybe this will make her bring her A game even more. I like what I see, and I want to ask you this: like, how do you feel about the direction that they are going with the Divas division right now? You think this is something that people's been wanting to see a long time? You think, or maybe you want to see a little bit more, before you can say maybe the Divas division is back? Like me, like I like the direction. I just want to see a little bit more. I want to see more consistency before I can say the Divas division is back. I'm not gonna put it right there with Trish and Lita. I'm not going that route. I'm not putting them in the same conversation as the Knockouts. But they're headed the right direction. Like, how do you feel about the direction that they're going right now?
I think they're awesome. I think they're just as good as any of the guys on the roster, and I think as long as they're given enough time in the ring to show what they can do, I think they're just as good, and I think things are definitely headed in the right direction.
That's definitely been a huge gripe. It's not enough time considering they went for 2 hours to 3 hour shows on Raw, and the matches have gone a lot longer than usual since Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky start showing up. I guess, and with Stephanie McMahon's, approval or co-sign, if you will, things are looking promising. I will say that much. Who do you think? Well, I will ask you this though, as far as the Divas situation. Who do you think is going to get the Divas Championship first? You think Charlotte? You think Becky Lynch? Or do you think Sasha Banks? Who do you think's most likely to win the title first?
I don't know. I think they're all equally qualified to do it, so I guess it'll just be a matter of what kind of story they want to tell.
I mean,
I want to see Bayley up there, too.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to see Bayley too, but and I like Bayley, and how huggable she is. Well, aside from the huggable part, but she's talented in her own rights. I guess her character didn't fit what they're trying to do. So I mean, I don't know, the character play a role of not her being there or whatever, but maybe she'll get her time down the road. But I feel like she deserves to be there. What's going on, and hopefully she'll get an opportunity down the road. Um, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links? Let people know where they can keep in touch with you, upcoming shows, events. Why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links?
All right. On Facebook, I'm Ashley America. I have a friend page and a like page. I'm kind of running out of space for friends, so I'm kind of only accepting other promoters and wrestlers. So if you want to like my like page, that'd be pretty cool. And for Twitter, I am Ashley Murika. That's ASHLEYMURIKA. And that's all I got.
All right. So she pointed out, you are over the 500 friends limit on your personal account. Is that what you're saying as far as your personal account?
I'm not exactly over it. Well, it is a page just for my wrestling. I don't have a personal Facebook. I am actually not a fan of social media, but my friend page, I can no longer accept just everybody because I'm running out of space, so it has to be only kind of promoters and stuff.
Gotcha. Well, actually, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for calling back. And you are the latest list of guests that I've always seen to have people call in while they're driving. It's becoming a trend, and I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I was very nervous about you driving and you doing an interview, but you're a trooper for doing it, and I thank you for calling back. I appreciate that, and hopefully you get to your destination safe and sound. And again, thank you for being on the show. Continued success, and again, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. Have a great night.
You too.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. That was